All right. Are we live? Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing this morning? Or this afternoon, this evening, I should say. This morning. I'm out there, sorry. I'm uh I'm a little soft in the head tonight for some reason. I don't know why. So anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you guys are having a good evening. I know the storm is coming through and it will be interesting. So as you guys know, uh hit 100,000 subscribers the other day, which is just absolutely amazing. I do want to. What are you laughing about? Why are you laughing? This was not my idea, just so you know. Um, I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off now that we've done the initial shock thing. This was my buddy Eric's idea, just so you know. He was like, dude, it would be so funny if you had STD and put it on your forehead and start a live stream doing it. So that's where that came from. So we're gonna wipe this off. So just give me a moment. I'm not gonna leave it on there for the whole stream. I'm actually using my laptop as the mirror. All right. All right, there we go. All right, so obviously, um, I did not get the tattoo on my forehead. I will be getting the tattoo soon. I'm actually going to have Kendall do it, and I talked with her the other day. So we're just trying to coordinate and get together to figure out when we can do that. I'm actually where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it on my back. I have two tattoos on both sides of my upper back. So in the center between those, that's where I'm going to have that put, just so you guys know. But we figured we would have fun and start the stream out looking like I actually had it done on my forehead. So did I get all that? I don't know if I got. Yeah, there's more. Hold on, let me get one more wipe on here. So anyway, um, we're going to talk about the storm, but not the storm that you think, not the storm that's coming across the country right now, just a storm that's a lot of us are feeling. Hey, East Tennessee Preparedness, congratulations on 100K. Well deserved. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, there was a little more in there. So that's what happens. You get old and you get all these creases everywhere. Uh, all right. Oh, my goodness gracious. So anyway, thank you everybody again for the support. I know that Adam, Marf, gave me a shout out the other night, and I think we'd already hit 100,000 when he gave me that shout out. But I see this big pop start happening, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden everybody was like, "Yeah, STD in my crease is not good, right?" We'll go ahead and show that one. That's actually funny. But anyway, hey John Doe, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you. He gave me a shout out, and I had a bunch of people come in, and thank you. It's really, really appreciated. Because actually, what happened was I got over. I was at like 100,000, 225, and then all of a sudden YouTube took away 100. So right now I'm sitting at 100,300 and change. So it is now the way they do it now. Now that I've hit that 100,000, they don't do it in the 100 increments anymore. Now it's done in 1,000 increments. So I guess nobody's going to see it go to that level, but I get to see it in the live thing. But no, it was very cool. I got to tell you, the way we did it, they have the live view thing. So I had that, and that's a picture that you guys saw on Twitter and Instagram. Those of you that are subscribed there, and then also on my Facebook page, I put it up there as well. So what we were doing was we were watching. Me and Heather were watching, and so it hit 99,999. So I took a picture of that. I go, let me take this real quick. I mean, literally, I took the picture, and then it went bam and hit 100,000. So that was just it's a very surreal moment, to be honest with you. Like I said again, I just unbelievably blessed. How many people can actually say, and I want you to think about this, how many people can actually say they love what they do for a living? I mean, I am completely blessed with the fact that, I get to do what I love. Living off grid, gardening, growing our own food, canning our own food. I know I didn't do any canning videos this year. We were just kind of getting, the canning done. But, it really, it's a lot of fun. And I wake up every day and I'm kind of like, okay, what do I want to take care of and stuff like. Yeah, now I got to wait for YouTube to send me the trophy. Yeah, I can't wait for that. That'll be cool. I will definitely put that up. I'll mount it probably. I don't know how big it is, but I may put it like right here. So, but it was a long road to get there, but it is part of what happens. That's part of YouTube, and it was juggernauting along, and all of a sudden, for a couple of years, it got really slowed down. So, but that's again, perseverance and stubbornness. So, you know, Jen Boyle said, "Ed, I love being a photographer for 3 years." That's cool. No, like I said, if you love what you do, you never work. That's the reality of that. Hey, Pamela Sherry, stop kidding. Your favorite thing is talking. I am pretty good at talking. That's probably the Gemini in me because I'm a Gemini. So yeah, I do like to talk. There's no doubt about that. And if I can talk about prepping, I mean, my gosh, I'm in my glory. you know. Uh, but I'll tell you, it's like I said, it's been a wonderful journey, a lot of fun, a lot of support from a lot of people, and so I'm gonna tell you one quick story, real quick, and I did forget to mention this the other day when I hit 100,000. So I talked about the story about that gentleman that won the first giveaway that I did. I wanted to bring something else up here too. When we first got up to the property here, I was broke. I mean, I'm talking like beyond broke, just trying to, I didn't have extra money to do really much of anything. And, I needed a lawnmower and I didn't have the money to go out and buy a lawnmower. And I had mentioned that, it was a struggle. And Diamond from the Oppenheimer Ranch project, and I never, see, I don't forget these things. These things always stay with me. So Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch project contacted me and said, "Listen, I'm going to send you the money. Go out and get this lawnmower." And that's what I did. And I will tell you guys right now, I still have that lawnmower. That is a lawnmower that I use whenever I'm cutting the grass on the property, and those type of things. So those things you don't forget. It is really, and that's why, like I said, I'm a big believer in trying to give back when you can. When somebody else is having some problems, if you can help a little bit, you do what you can, and I think that that is a good thing. Uh, you know, and it's not about trying to toot your own horn or anything like that, but I think it's just something that you should do very kind of quietly, and take care of stuff like that. Ed, what's your next goal? Well, it's got to be 200,000, obviously. I mean, we hit 100,000 now, so we got to get to 200,000 would be the next one. But you know, it's like I said, it's just I'm not even. It's weird. It's like anything now beyond here is just like kind of gravy in a weird. It's in a weird way because that goal of 100,000 was like so elusive for so long, and to finally hit that goal, it was just it was amazing. And I can't even begin to. Yeah, the next goal is West Virginia. Exactly. That's going to be. Yeah, it's gonna be insane. This year is gonna be insane, guys. Hey, Asif, I remember when you were racing towards 75K subs. Yeah, yeah. It is just like I said. It's been an awesome journey. And I've just your guys' support. I mean, it's what it's all about. You know what I mean? And a lot of good people out there. Hey, Mom Survival, can you give me a shout out? Almost to 100K female prepper trying to pay for homeschool. So, guys, there we got Mom Survival. She's almost at 1,000 subscribers. If you guys don't know, you cannot monetize until you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So if you guys would run over to Mom Survival, now I haven't seen her channel, obviously, but give her some support. Like I said, I believe it's really important that we support each other. I really do. So you know, that way she can get her monetization. So yeah, homeschooling is not cheap either. You know, and it's better these days to be homeschooling your kid than sending them off to these schools in the way that things are right now. So, but anyway, I want to remind everybody really, really quickly. Friday, we're going to be doing big old giveaway, guys. I've been thinking about this one for a long, long time. You know, when I get the STD tattoo, I'll probably record it. I won't do it live because it would take too long. That'd be a long live stream. It depends on how you know, big the tattoo's going to be and those type of things. Maybe I will. I don't know yet, but you know, it is going to. We'll have to see how that goes, but we're going to have to talk with. But I will definitely video record it no matter what, so that you guys can see it, and you know, we'll kind of go from there. So, but thank you guys for subscribing over there to Mom Survival. I appreciate that. So anyway, big giveaway coming. We're going to do that on Friday. You have to be in the live stream. I'm going to be picking people out at random in the live stream for these giveaways. And like I said, I want to. It's my way of thanking everybody for being part of this, for being involved in this journey, and so that's what we're going to do. So, but. Yeah, so that's part of the whole game of it. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, Legacy has now see because I'm a reseller for Legacy, they generally don't donate anything anymore because they just don't. Once you become a reseller, they just don't do that. But they're going to be part of the giveaway is going to be the freeze dried assorted fruit. That's what they're donating. Okay, so I appreciate them for doing that. And so that's going to be one of the things. I'm also, out of my end, I'm going to give 260 meal buckets as well. And so that's just some of what's going to be coming. So again, to be involved in that giveaway, you need to be in the live stream on Friday. If you're not in the live stream, there's not going to be any registering ahead of time. I'm literally going to go in here and I would say, okay, Randy Romines is a winner. You know what I mean? That's how I'm going to do it. And so that's how we're going to do it that day. Now, I will say this just to, in fairness, unfortunately, my followers up in Canada and also in Europe, shipping costs a tremendous amount of money. So I got to kind of keep it to the continental United States, unfortunately. Hey, East Tennessee Preparedness. I could use a shout out close to 1,000. Okay. Well, guys, again, we have East Tennessee Preparedness as well. He is also close to 1,000 subscribers. So let's get him up over 1,000 so he can monetize. So I would appreciate that as well, you know. But anyway, you know, it's just and thank you so much for the donation as well, man. I do appreciate that. But yeah, let's go show some support over there as well. I know we're doing shout outs and we haven't really even I've already mentioned, you know, Marf with Marfugal News with, you know, Adam and Dax. Solid people, guys. Solid people. And really just down to earth. Like I said, I've been on Adam's show I think 3 times. And so yeah. Ed, what size charge controller do you use for your solar? What I do, Stephen, is it's a charge controller inverter all in one. They make them that way now, which is amazing. They're very, very efficient. Right now, the one that I have here, I have 2 of them because for every 2,000 watts of solar, you need another charge controller inverter. So it's separated that way. That's just how it works. And so that's what I have here right now. Is 2 of those, and they're for a 24-volt system. When I go to West Virginia, which I've already purchased it, I've picked up for a 48-volt system. 48-volt system is much more efficient than a 24-volt system. So when I start, like I said, I have learned. I can't even begin to tell you how much I've learned. You know, in the last 7 years living off grid. You know, the beautiful thing about actually living it, and I just want to mention this really quickly. The beautiful thing about actually living it is you learn from your mistakes. And I have made plenty, and I've shared them on the channel. I blew up an inverter early on. What people didn't know was that I blew up 2. and I was too embarrassed to show the second one. I showed the first one, but I didn't show the second one. But that happens, you're gonna screw up. And so, what I would always encourage people is try to get together with people that know what they're doing, number one, that can help you that way if you're trying to go off grid. And also realize, don't be so hard on yourself. If you make a mistake, just, chalk it up and go, okay, well, that was stupid and I screwed up, and you move on. And that's probably the key thing when it comes to making that adjustment from, being on grid. Yeah, just don't blow up a battery. Exactly. Exactly. But, you learn. And I've learned a lot through the years being here. I learned what works, what doesn't work, and those type of things. And so, with going down to the new adventure here very soon now, next month, we'll be starting it. I can't believe I can say that now that we're in February. And I've been watching, guys, I've been watching the weather down there. And even like this event that's coming, um, stupid tax is a fact of life. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Asif, thank you very much for the donation as well. I appreciate that. Guys, Asif is just recovered. He was sick for a while, but he's doing much, much better now. So I'm happy to see him back. We all have those periods where we're under the weather, and but it's good to see him back in the chat. And I'm glad he's feeling better. Being sick is no fun. I don't care, what you got. Kidney stones. I got a buddy of mine that's dealing with kidney stones right now, and that's got to suck too. I couldn't even imagine how bad that is. What do you think about the solar rack system Adam is promoting on Marfugal? Is modular better? I haven't seen the solar rack system that he's promoting over there. I don't know. I haven't seen that. I know, like I've told you guys, I'm going with a ground mount system with ground screws, and so I will show that when I set all that up, guys. I'll show it. Somebody had asked me with the winds because I'm up in the mountains. I'm at like about 3,600 feet or 30. No, I'm sorry, 30. Is it 36? I think it's 3,600 feet elevation. I don't know. I can't remember. It's either 36 or 32. Hey, McBean, Scottish Fitness. I could use a jump start on subscribers, fitness, and prepping. All right, no problem, man. So we got another one here, guys. We have McBean Scottish Fitness. So let's go show him support as well. If you guys would do that, I would appreciate that, But yeah, I don't know what like I said, everybody's got to find out what works for them. So somebody had asked me, and I'll just mention this really quickly. With the winds up in the mountains, they were like, won't that blow up that whole, push behind that whole system? Well, because it's going to be as close to the ground it is, number one. But what the ground screws are going to do, you screw these things into the ground, they act as anchors. So you're using 4 of these ground screws per rack. So they're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to blow, and you act as a sail. Like out here, the reason that I put Becky and Mom's house where I did was because literally when the wind was blowing up here, you could see that whole rack just kind of swaying like that. And so, doing it differently, it makes a big, big difference. And so that's kind of the reason. That's my thought process with it. Also, with doing the system that I'm going to do down there, if I decide to move the solar panels, say I decide, okay, I don't like this spot. It's not getting as much sun as I wanted to. This spot over here is going to be better. I can just move the whole thing. Once you concrete something in, it ain't going anywhere. So, but so there you go. So, all right. So really quickly, what do we got? 843 in the chat, guys. We're at 328 on the thumbs up. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to please do that to show support for the channel. And thank you ahead of time for doing so. I do appreciate that. Also, again, it really does help with the algorithms. So the more interaction that we have, the better it is for the channel. So I appreciate it for that reason as well. And again, the third reason is I do like to see a lot of thumbs up. It's just part of the game. So I don't think we're going to touch the record tonight, but that's okay. That was an amazing stream on Sunday. We had quite a few people in there, so that was pretty neat. Also, again, If you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get all notifications as well. And thank you for that again. So really quickly, once again, we're going to get into talking here about other things here in a moment. But just a quick reminder, Friday, live stream, huge giveaway. You have to be in the stream. I am literally going to pick people out in the chat as winners. You need to be in the continental United States, especially with the legacy foods. We cannot ship them overseas. So that's going to have to be, unfortunately, how that's going to be. Hey, Freddie left you. Congrats on 100K. I've been glued to the Canadian live streams regarding the truck convoy. I found VidStorm has a great live stream on there. We're going to talk about that a little bit right now here. So thank you very much for the donation, and thank you for the congratulations. I do appreciate that. So the storm, I'm talking about the storm that's coming. The storm that is, in my opinion, the awakening that we have with everybody. People are waking up. You see you can feel it. I don't know if you guys are feeling it or not, but I absolutely feel that Russian bot right there, guys. Would you remove that? Because that's a porn. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, JJ. Awesome. Right on top of it as always. There's another one. Awesome. The porn bots are working tonight. So, but anyway, you can almost feel it in the air. Something's coming. You can just it's that weird sense. Some people are more in tuned, I think, than other people. Unfortunately, some people are not in tune at all. But it is, it's just a feeling that something like that other shoe is about to drop. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. You look at the situation up there. Okay, let's look at, and I'm going to tell you what I did some research today, and I watch what's going on, and I love how the Canadian news has spun it. I love how Trudeau has spun it. Have you seen? I'm sure, especially my Canadian viewers, you're paying attention to that. But then what you see, not what you're hearing on the mainstream news media, it's a whole different thing. It is a whole different thing. And I'll tell you what, they've cut off up there in Montana. They've done a roadblock up there. And so they are, there's no trade. There's nothing going in or out. And that is absolutely, you're talking billions of dollars in commerce where you're not getting in or out. And I just think that it is amazing that these Canadian folks are standing up, saying enough is enough. I don't know if you guys have saw the video. There's one of the videos that I saw today. The police had it blocked off so people couldn't get to Ottawa. Other people trying to join the convoy and get to Ottawa. And the farmers have now joined in as well, which I think is also very cool. So what did they do? The farmers, they took their tractors and they just went around and went on down the road. And I thought that was very, very cool. Hey, Asif, Q Phil Collins in the air tonight. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But Trudeau said he would support BLM protesters only. Well, because he's a piece of garbage. That's why. Trudeau is not for the Canadian people, just like Biden is not for the American people. Opinion only. Let me just put that out there. Opinion only. All right. I don't want to be slammed for saying something out of turn, but the people, and here's something I have a problem with. So Trudeau gets on TV and he says 90% of all the truckers have had this, right? With the turnout of truckers, hey, Mountain Kayaker, American Convoy from California to DC this month. I heard that they're doing that as well, which is good. We need to have, and again, so we're going to talk about that in a minute too. But thank you very much for that donation as well. So you have the Canadian government trying to spin it one way, making it look like, oh, well, they have, Nazi flags out there. They're flying Nazi flags. Again, how many times have I said there will be bad actors, plants, if you will, in these crowds, absolutely trying to get things stirred up, trying to get people agitated, to get all flipped out and all that type of stuff. That's going to happen. That is absolutely going to happen. There are other examples that we could use. where that has happened as well, right? But that's not been the case. They're saying, they were coming. Some guy, I can't remember who he was. He's one of the officials, was saying, "Oh, these people are attacking the police." Not from what I've seen. Okay. Now in Ottawa, and I find this hilarious. I'll be honest with you. So the police and the lawyers are looking to do an injunction to force them to stop their protest. That's not how it works, folks. I don't think that they're gonna, they're gonna be stopping any protest just because they get some lawyer says, "Here, I have this stop injunction." Hey, Freddie left you. They played road hockey in the streets with Stanley Cup made out of garbage cans, and all the players stood in unison and sung the national anthem. I saw them playing hockey in the streets, and I thought that's awesome. Very Canadian, obviously. So thank you very much for the donation as well. I appreciate that. Uh, but again, you have people that have had enough, and that's what it's coming down to. People are tired, guys. People are like, you know what? I'm not taking this crap anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. And it's fantastic to see, and it's also fantastic to see that they're doing it peacefully. This convoy they're talking about going from California to Washington D.C. Again, don't let them set you up. Don't let the powers that be set you up. They've already done it. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't want to be accused of false information. Um, Events have happened in the past that show that you need to be very careful. I'll put it like that. Okay, so I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to speak out of turn because I definitely don't want another strike. So, hey Ace, can you do a shout out in up and coming channel Preparedness One? Congrats, Ace Maduro, Mad Maduro, yeah, Ace Maduro. So you're an up and coming channel. All right, there's another shout out, guys. I appreciate that, and like I said, again, I believe we should be supporting everybody, trying to help everybody out. You know what? You go to the channels. There's the 4 channels today. You go there, subscribe. If you don't like their channel, don't unsubscribe. Just go watch something else. You know what I mean? It's the support that makes a difference. It really does. That's what makes a difference. Police officers gave truckers 2 options: remove your trucks or get arrested. Yeah, you know what? But you're not going to be able to arrest that many people. I did hear this today. How about this one? You'll like this one. I heard that they were called every tow truck company in the city of Ottawa, and every one of the tow truck companies said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't do anything. Everybody here has COVID." So I thought that was hilarious. Thought it was hilarious. Uh, Yarn Prepper, you have just become a moderator for me. Okay, help JJ out. So I appreciate that. So Yarn Prepper is one of our new moderators. So there we are. But again, I absolutely support those folks as long as they're doing it the smart way. Don't get yourselves jammed up. Don't get yourselves in a situation. Remember the outstanding figure, the guy that had on the horns and the painted face and the flag and all this type of stuff. He got 41 months in prison. Tell me what good that does. And he now has a conviction on his record as well. So that is not ever going to lead to any good. What is amazing to me, and I just saw this too, and I wanted to bring this up, and I don't remember what city it was. So if you guys know what city I'm talking about, please in the comments let us all know. But there's a city that said if somebody is robbing your house, okay, as long as they are not using violence, that you can't do anything about it. They put in this law, as long as they just leave, and then they're not going to be arrested and all this other nonsense. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to be any kind of tough guy in any way, shape, or form. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But you walk into my house on your feet with bad intentions, you're not walking out, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I do not understand. Oh yeah, hold on a second. All right, Queen Tammy is now a moderator as well. Yes, I got your email. I have to do it in here. So JJ, you got a little bit more help now. It's got to be in California, John. You're right. I think it was in California, but I am not 100% sure where it was. But again, was it Portland? Was it in Portland? I do watch Southern Prepper One. Yes, I like his channel. Yep, I sure do. Lamb Watchman. Yep, I watch him quite a bit actually. So, hey, Mountain Kayaker. That is Los Angeles cops. That's what they're saying. They're letting people do whatever, and then they're not going to arrest them. Yeah, it's insanity now. Thank you very much for the donation, and thank you for saying that. You know, but yeah, it's just people have lost their minds. They've absolutely lost. Is Los Angeles, California? Of course it is. Thank you, thank you for letting me know that. Yeah, I couldn't. I had read it, and I was like so blown away that they would put those things. They're giving the criminals a free hand. Um, oh, you don't have a channel? I was joking by putting. Oh my God, that's funny. Oh, that is freaking hilarious. So he doesn't have a channel, but thank you again for the donation, and that's a good joke. So yes, a lot of other people were asking for shout outs, and so hey, so you got a shout out and you have no content on your channel. There you go. So that's too funny. Yeah, I have a four-legged alarm. Yeah. Well, you guys have seen my dogs and you've seen my little bitty Hella. I really I'm going to tell you a quick story, real quick story. I lived in Rochester, New York, right in the city. Was with my first wife, and I had Rottweilers. I had two Rottweilers. My next door neighbors had little yippity yippity dogs, and so they were gone or whatever. They got their house broken into and robbed. Nobody ever robbed my house. Nobody ever robbed my house. So you don't think that a dog will make a difference? You have an ankle biter dog. Nobody's going to be afraid of an ankle biter dog. Okay. You got Rottweilers or German Shepherds. I'm going to tell you right now, people are not going to break into your house. They're not going. She's over here on the floor. She's sleeping. Yep, she's sleeping. But yes, and I wanted to mention this too. Isn't it convenient right now? Isn't it convenient that all of a sudden Trudeau has been exposed to COVID, so he's having to isolate? We're not going to call it that he's hiding out because he's scared to death like a little 5-year-old girl of the dark, right? And no disrespect to 5-year-old girls, I think he's worse, but I'm using that analogy. Uh, it's just like, man up, pal. You want to be a tough guy and you want to be, I'm in charge and I'm the man. Well, go be the man. You know what I mean? People have had enough. People have had enough in Canada. They've had enough in the United States. They have had enough. Oh, pit bulls are good too. The thing is, unfortunately, pit bulls are hugely misunderstood. They are a great, great dog. Just like a German Shepherd is a great dog, just like a Rottweiler is a great dog. It is how you raise that animal. Their natural instinct is to protect their pack, period. So they can sense that energy. If somebody came in here with bad intentions, I would almost guarantee you that she would give her life to protect me. Guaranteed. And she is a great dog, very gentle natured, good dog. But there's been, if a stranger comes up here, boy, that fur, the hackles all rise, and she gets that posture and up, and you just can see people go, yeah, and I don't think so. But that's what it's about though too. But no, I like my big dogs. Pandora and Caesar are tinier, but they're good animals. I love them. They're awesome. But when I breed Hella, we've already talked. Me and Heather have already been talking. We get down to West Virginia. I definitely plan on breeding her, and I'm keeping at least two of her puppies. I'll tell you that right now. I'm keeping two of her puppies. It's not like I won't have the room for them to run. You know what I mean? So, that's gonna be fun. Uh, yes, all truckers should say they got COVID, so we can be off for 2 weeks. Oh my God, that's too funny. Well, it's just like I said, good for them for standing up. You can see the frustration with the government. with them blocking the border so trade can't come in and out. That's very frustrating for them as well, which I think is great. Because if you hit him where it hurts, which is in the pocketbook, that's when things change. Hey, Freddie left you. Fellow New Yorkers, pay attention to the. Well, hold on a second. The Gary maddening. They're doing all over the grave maddening, all over the new congressional districts. Oh yes, they're rearranging the districts in New York State, so it makes it easier for them to continue to get elected and get more of their officials in. Yeah, I did see that as well. Yep, I did see that. That was crazy too. It's just there's a game being played constantly, and it's like I said again, it's never going to be for our benefit. It's only for their benefit, and that is what happens. Yeah, my two Yorkies think that they're lions. Yeah, I had people that I took care of. They had uh, a miniature Yorkie. I mean, this dog, he was like literally that big by that big. He was just a little bitty tiny thing. Really cool thing. Okie Ford, yeah, Gray Man. They're redistricting the districts to make it more that they're gonna when they put up a candidate that their candidate wins. So that's what they're changing the districts. Like I said again, politicians are scumbags, and most of them, in my opinion. Let me just be, strictly in my opinion, not as trustworthy as you can pick them up and throw them. That's kind of what my stance is with most politicians. I trust them as far as I could pick them up and throw them. And I got a bad back now, so it's not really that far. uh McBean Scottish Fitness, 101st Airborne Veteran here. Very, very cool. I was in the 20th Engineer Brigade down at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. So we had the 82nd Airborne down there as well, but I was part of the 20th Engineer Brigade. But many, many moons ago. Many moons ago. So, yes, absolutely. Tracy Smith just said, politicians are put in front of us to make us think we have a choice. That's a quote from George Carlin. If you listen to George Carlin, a lot of great information, and he was spot on about a lot of things, folks. Spot on. So what do we got? 1123 in the chat, guys. We're at 562 on the thumbs up. So again, if you have not shot a thumbs up, I would appreciate you doing so to show support for the channel. And thank you as well. I do appreciate that. Again, it really does help with the algorithms. So the more interaction that we have, the better it is for the channel. It pushes us higher up in the rankings. So I do appreciate it for that reason as well. Also, again, I like to see a lot of thumbs up. That's the third reason. So I appreciate it for that reason as well. And again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So, but yeah, George Carlin was so serious, but he was great in the aspect that he just said it like it was, and he didn't play games, and I really like that. I like that about him. So, but anyway, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's see. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. All right. Janet, with comes great responsibility. You are now a moderator as well. Janet is one of my hardcore preppers, folks. She has been with me since I first started doing the membership, and she's been a hardcore prepper since the very beginning. Super sweet lady, and so she is now she's now a moderator as well. So I'm trying to give JJ a little bit of help, and since I know Janet, that's why I am adding her. So, and as the channel continues to grow, I mean, these streams are probably going to get bigger, which is, that's very cool as well. I like to have sharing ideas and talking in these streams. It's a lot of fun. And yeah. So anyway, also, let's see. Okay. So I want to talk about this feeling of there's a storm coming. And I know we're 39 minutes in, and I did mention it earlier in the stream, so I did not forget. But anyway, it's just a feeling. You can kind of feel it in the air that something is coming, something is about to happen. I don't know if you guys saw, they just approved 3,000 more troops, and we're going to put that into perspective as well, guys. Okay, so they are 3,000 more troops are being put in to the European theater that have been approved. I think they're putting them in Poland, and maybe I don't know if they're putting them in Germany. I don't think it was Germany. It was Poland and someplace else. Let's put that into perspective. Russia right now has over 100,000 troops amassed on the border. Okay. And even with the other 8,500 that we have on standby, and I'm not sure what we have total over in Europe anyway, but Poland and Romania, thank you. Yep, I couldn't remember the other country, but I knew it was Poland was one of them. So let's go with that number, the 8,500, and then another 3,000 is 11,500. They would be steamrolled by 100,000 troops. There is just no way that, unless you do a serious buildup of troops, that's not going to be, it's not going to be, it's a drop in the bucket. That's not going to dissuade Russia from doing anything. That few, if the U.S. said, okay, well, with all the troops that we already have there, and if we're going to put another 50,000 in the theater, that would give Russia something to think about. But again, when it comes to that situation, it's just who pushes who the hardest. You know what I mean? And at what point do one side or the other say, "Oh yeah, we'll watch this"? And so that's the concern. That is the concern. And so we need to really be paying attention to those type of situations. Again, do we have any control over those situations? We do not. We do not have control over those situations. But what we do, we have 58,000 troops in Germany right now. Okay, Ray, thank you. I knew we had troops in Germany. I just didn't know how many we had. But again, logistically, and so if Russia, let's say Russia goes into the Ukraine tomorrow, they're already right on the border. Before we could really truly do anything to react, troop movements don't happen overnight. That's not an easy thing to, put troops in and do those type of things. It is just, that's a very, very difficult thing. So, but so that's the logistics of that is tough there. But France and England sent about 10,000. Okay. Again, it's a tough call. The whole thing is a tough call. But if Russia decided, so even with them sending those troops there, hey, come on in and say hello. Oh, so first of all, guys, before we go any further, let's do this real quick. So we have Mr. Buddy is there, Mr. Max is there as always, and Mr. Lucy's up in the box for where normally Stella is. No, leave him. Just let him sleep.
So Stella is also sleeping, which is why I didn't pick her up.
Oh, okay.
And there's Miss Heather.
Yes, Heather was the artist. So some of you that have come in later did not see in what was it, eyeliner. Heather had put STD across my forehead, so you'll have to go back to the beginning of the stream to see that. Hey, East Tennessee Preparedness, did you see Marfugel's video about all the tanks? Oops, wait, hold on. All the tanks and being loaded and heading out. I did see that. Thank you very much for the donation. There's a lot of concern going on. There's a lot of activity happening. They could be putting a lot of troops over in place as we speak. Just the situation is just not a good situation. It's not a good situation at all. And I don't want to see us caught in something that could be, have consequences of the world happening, so.
I didn't even see Heather come on. She just appeared. Like a miracle I am.
That's right. Russia sending tanks from Kola by Norway to Ukraine border. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely heating up. The words are getting stronger. If you saw the stuff that happened in the UN when they were discussing things are getting heated.
Oh, Juby Joe, your order should be on the way. We sent it out in the mail a couple days ago.
All right.
So hopefully.
So yes, again, guys, if you don't know, Heather does jewelry. She got a couple orders that came in and they've already been shipped out.
JJ already put the link up.
Oh, JJ put the link up already? Okay. So, oh, it is that time, so we will do the egg count.
Oh, look at the time. It's 4444.
4444. So, and oh, real quick too, before we do the egg count, I just so you guys, let's do a quick shout out to my buddy Eric, 61 years old today, a Groundhog Day baby. I told him there was a job opening in New Jersey because the groundhog died, but he wasn't interested. So, you know, that's unfortunate. But anyway, so guys, give me your guesses on the egg count. And so for those of you that are new that don't know what the heck we're talking about, we are doing we do our egg count every live stream for how many eggs the chickens laid today. So, all right. Give you guys a moment here. All right, guys, if you had the same guess as, let's see, hold on, I'm just going to stop it here. Let's see. Same guess as burn notice. If you have the same guess as burn notice with 3 eggs, that's what we ended up with today. No thick neck egg today. She did not lay today, so she did not be a good groundhog.
She didn't be a good groundhog.
She's not a good groundhog.
That's good that she's not a groundhog then.
So
she's lazy.
A lazy chicken. Yes.
How many chickens do you have?
I have 18 chickens altogether, 2 roosters and 16 hens. Some of my hens are older; they're past their egg laying stage. But
we like them; we keep them around anyway.
Yeah, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna off them and eat them. We'll just let them go ahead and live their life out. And you know, now I will tell you this: SHTF happens overnight. First thing I do is I go out and I cull some of those chickens. The older ones would go, not because I want to, but I have to be, you know, smart on what I was doing. So yeah, there would be a lot of those older hens would no longer be with us, because you know now they are considered useless eaters. Have you ever heard that term before? Right. So, but anyhow, but we like our chickens. Yes, we're gonna be meat birds in West Virginia. I don't know about that. You know, we may. I'm not sure, but I know that we will definitely. All the animals are going, folks. All the animals are going to West Virginia. So
I'm gonna excuse myself then. Just wanted to come in and say hello.
Well, thank you for joining us for the moment.
Yep. I hope everyone has a good 2-2 day.
Yes, pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
All right.
All right, baby.
All right. Happy Groundhog Day.
Yes, happy Groundhog Day. So, no, the rats are not coming. We're gonna leave the rats behind. They get to stay. And I'll tell you what. Since I put up the metal where their holes were, no more issues with the rats. No more issues at all. So that's a good thing. Ed, did the New York pass that law? You know what? I haven't really heard anything. I'm going to have to look into that. I don't know for sure. But I'm just focusing on taking care of my business and getting out of the state, selling my property here and being gone, you know, and starting. I know, you know, and it's funny. I had somebody, you know, talk about how long do chickens live? 5 to 7 years, 5 to 7 years generally. Yep. You know, people have said to me, first of all, I'm pushing 60, right? So, you know, they're like, oh my God, you're going to start all over again. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I'm actually excited about it. I love this property. This is a great property. It's isolated. It is off the beaten path. If you drove by on the main road, you'd never see my property, even in the wintertime. So it's hidden very, very well. But at the same time, I'm in New York, and the weather sucks in New York. The taxes suck in New York. The government sucks in New York. The gun laws suck in New York. So there's a lot of reasons to be out of here. You know, our growing season is not as long as I wish it was. So, no, we're not taking the buildings with us. No, nope. We are going to start all over again. So I have an idea of what I want to do down there to start with. And we're just going to kind of go from there. But yeah, it's definitely time to get away from New York. There's been a mass exodus, guys, out of New York for years. Same thing with California. And as they get more and more restrictive with their laws, and just raising taxes nonstop, it is time to put New York State in my rearview mirror and be in a better situation. And even though, it's going to be, and I love it when people say, "Hey, Brandon, how we doing? Speaking of rats, does Australia still have the rat problem, or has someone introduced a large feline population to combat that issue?" They have had a huge, huge issue with rats out there. Yes, I saw that too, and I don't know if they've got that under control or not. But that's a scary, scary situation over there. Not fun at all. So, but yeah, not a good situation at all. But anyway, thank you very much for the donation as well, and thank you for that statement. Uh, but so somebody was just saying that her and her hubby are going to Texas, which is it's awesome. Getting out of the more oppressive states, getting into better weather. You know, I can't wait. I really, really can't. And yes, it still has the four seasons in West Virginia. They still get snow in West Virginia, but I've been looking at where we're at down there, and I've been watching the weather down there, and it's like on average 12 degrees better than here. That's huge in the wintertime. I mean, where like this event is coming up through, parts of West Virginia are getting, some rain, some are getting a little bit of ice, some are getting some snow. Some parts of West Virginia are getting nothing. So, again, it's all really going to be depending on where you're at and stuff like that. There's always going to be bad weather no matter where you are. You're going to have, rainstorms, you're going to have flooding and all those type of things. But with the location that I've picked down there, we're way up. We are way, way up. And if that floods in the lower meadow or the upper meadow, somebody better be bringing the ark to get us and pick us up, because that would be some major, major flooding. If you guys have seen any of the videos that we've done down there, once you get off of the meadows and you get down into the woods, I mean, it drops down, really drops down. So, like I said, I'm really, really looking forward, to that adventure, getting down there, getting started, going from 3 acres to 25 acres. That's huge. Nobody's going to be on top of us. We're out in the middle of nowhere, which I love that part as well. And it's just all of it's going to be better. I'll be down to visit once you're settled. Yeah, man, absolutely, brother. You can come down anytime. That's Bizarrizza Jizza, guys. If you have not subscribed to his channel yet either, get over there and do so. He has the Carrington Chronicles that he has been working on. So let's show him some support as well, because he's a really decent guy, working hard, and he's one of those guys that helps keep the power on, or if you don't pay your bill, he turns it off. But solid dude. He's got a great channel, a lot of cool, the Carrington Chronicles, very cool. So definitely go check that out. JJ, if you would throw the link up there for Bizarrizza Jizza, please, I would appreciate that, so that people can go over there and support him. But anyway, guys, it's just again going back to everything. It is very surreal, hitting that 100,000, because it was like forever. It was so far away, and it was a grind to get to this level. And then like I hit 97,000, and then it was literally like bang, bang, bang. The last couple thousand went really, really quickly, and so that was awesome. I will never complain about that. I actually thought it would end up slowing down, and it did the exact opposite, which is very, very cool. I can't wait to get my play button, and I'll put that up here. Like I said, I'll probably would put it right up here on the wall here, something like that. I don't know yet. Depends on how big it is. I don't know how big that's going to be, but yeah, it's going to be very, very cool. It's a huge milestone. Um, as of September, this channel has been going for 12 years, and I had periods of time where I didn't do a lot on here, but I really, the channel started to grow when we moved down here to the homestead about 7 years ago. Is when the channel, when we got here, I had 1,250 subscribers. So it is definitely taken some time to get this to build up, but that's okay. It's I got a great base of people that are absolutely awesome. No, Lone Star Pioneering, we're not taking the buildings. I will. We're going to sell this property as is. Everything here, the solar stays, the greenhouse stays, everything stays. And so it's literally, if somebody's looking for an off-grid property and to be as independent as they can be, um, it's turnkey ready. They can just come on in, and that's cool. So I found you when you were moving the camper, Tamara. Oh wow, okay. The camper to West Virginia, or when we moved the camper here? That's a long time ago. When we had the camper that we had here, that was a long time ago. You know. JJ's getting a warning. It said, "Do not instigate in the chat, or you will get booted." Thank you. Yeah, don't goad people, guys. Don't try to get people going. We want to keep this nice. We'd like to have decent chats. I want everybody to be able to enjoy themselves when they come here. So that's why, like I said, we're not going to tolerate nonsense. So, what do you like about New York? The area that I live in, New York, is absolutely beautiful. I live in the country, rolling hills. It's great for riding, to be honest with you, down here, away from the cities. It is amazingly beautiful. There's a lot of beauty in the nature up here, which I love that. I love the change of seasons. Really true. Fall is probably my favorite season of all time, but winter is too long. So that's what I don't like about New York. Winter is too long, but there's just and there's good people out here. Don't get me wrong. There's good guys. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't care. Everybody wants to diss on California all the time. There's a lot of solid good people in California. A lot of them. And so when people bash on California, which produces a tremendous amount of food for the country, I have an issue with that. It is because somebody lives in a certain state. Like, I'm absolutely more conservative leaning. Anybody that watches this channel knows that. That's not any kind of secret. I don't align myself with any political party because I think they're both working against us. That's my take on that. I've talked about that a million times. Republican, Democrat, they're working. They're working, and they're looking out for their rich friends. They're never going to look out and work for us. They're not going to do it. They don't care about us. We're nothing to them. Their rich friends is who they take care of because that keeps them in office. They go along the party line because that keeps them in office. You look at the congresswoman right now in Arizona. She's going to be gone because she bucked the system. She went against the tribe, if you will, and went against them. So they're going to boot her. They can't get rid of the Meechin. They can't get rid of him out of West Virginia because he's too established. The people of West Virginia are going to keep voting for him because realistically, he may be a Democrat, but he's like a Republican. I mean, that's the reality. And if he started doing stuff against what the people in his state wanted, they would boot him out of there. And he knows that. So he can do what he wants because he's been around long enough and he's established. She was a first term. So, because she didn't play ball with the system, she'll be gone, So, but, like I said, it's just wherever you guys go, there's going to be bad people, there's going to be good people. That's the reality of it. There's always going to be both. I always, like I said, I try to treat people on an individual basis. I treat people the way I want to be treated until they prove to me they don't deserve to be treated that way. Oh, she's a senator. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I mean she's a senator. Yeah, but she's going to be gone. Her party's not even going to back her in this next election. So, and that's generally unheard of, just so you know. But because she wouldn't play ball, she'll be done. But again, that's how I try to treat people. If you're an a-hole, guess what? I don't care. I want nothing to do with you. I don't care who you are, who you know. If you're a jerk, I'm done. I don't play that game. I don't care. I treat, like I said, if you're cool with me, I'm going to be cool with you. And you mind your business. You leave me alone. I'm going to mind my business. You do what you got to do. As long as it don't affect me directly, I don't care what you do. So, but we have too many people that want to get into everybody else's business and try to live their lives for them and tell them what they can and cannot do. I have a huge issue with that. Okay. Have you read The Calling by Jacob Israel? I have not. I've actually talked with Jacob before, though. He's got a channel. He's down in New York City as well. Decent guy. I've talked with him on the phone. It's been a while since I talked with Jacob, but yeah, I like him. But no, I have not seen that book. No. So again, you know, we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different experiences. And I always tell people, until you've walked a mile in somebody else's shoes, who are you to judge anybody? I don't judge anybody. I really don't. I don't care. Like I said, as long as you're respectful and decent and mind your business, we're not going to have a problem. It's when people get into your business and try to tell you what you can and cannot do, that's where it becomes a problem. So, but all right, so we are now at the time where we're going to do some shout outs. But before we do that, we got 1,050 people in the chat. We're at 799 on a thumbs up. Let's jump that up, guys. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you once again to do that to show support for the channel. I do appreciate that, and thank you very much for doing so. Again, it really does also help with the algorithms. So the more interaction that we have, the better it is for the channel. So I thank you for that reason as well. Again, I like to see a lot of thumbs up. That's part of the game. So let's see how high we can get this up. We got to get at least 1,000 thumbs up today because of the size of the crowd that we had in here. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So we're 144 away from 1,000 thumbs up. So that's the initial goal. Let's see if we can blow through that and then go higher if we can. All right. So first of all, we have Icky Can up in Canada. Is a good friend of mine, really nice guy. Let's show him some support and love. We have North Shore Preparedness, who's going through some medical issues right now. Nice guy up in Canada as well. You have Sean James with My Self-Reliance and the Sean James channel, 2 different channels, same guy, really good people as well. Definitely let's support him. We have Canadian Prepper, good sized channel, a lot of good information as well. Ryan Hall, y'all, who I do believe is live right now. He may be. I don't know if he's live right now or not. I know he was earlier, but great channel, good weatherman. Absolutely go show him some support. When you go to these places, guys, tell them Prepper Nurse One sent you over. We need to be a big old team here, and that's important. Again, I know I did it earlier in the stream. I'm going to shout out Adam and Dax from our news once again. I give them a shout out every single time I do a live stream. Really appreciate them. They're good people. And so they're over in Seattle. Well, Dax is not. Dax is in Georgia, but, they work together, for Adam. So good one there. You have Bush Radical, and then you also have his wife, which is Girl in the Woods. 2 fantastic channels as well there. You also have Angry Prepper. You have Alaskan Prepper, who's another outstanding human being. Really, really good person there. Full Spectrum Survival is a great channel. You have Alaskan Granny. There is Magic Prepper in North Dakota. You have Wrangle Stars, a great channel as well. Really good dude, very, very down to earth as well. And so that's another one. 80K Man obviously is up here in the Adirondacks. You have Pinball Preparedness. You have Green Greg's. You have Southern Prepper One. There's so many. Prepper Nation, Adapt 2030, The Uneducated Economist. You have the Nomadic Movement down in Panama. You have Kyle's Cabin up in Minnesota. So there's a lot of great channels, a lot of good people out there. Bizarizajiz, obviously, I've talked about him earlier. Mary Greeley News is another really good channel. You have the Needy Homesteader, another fantastic channel. You have Bear Independent. There's also Bushcraft Bear over in Canary Islands in La Palma. Love him. He's a nice guy. Survival Lily is another one. And so, like I said, guys, there's so many good channels out there. We should all be supporting each other. Doug and Stacy comes to mind. They're another fantastic channel. A lot of good information. If we can take different information from different people and utilize that, I think that's really, really important. And it just kind of broadens the way we look at things. And I think that's a really, really good thing to do. So I would absolutely encourage you guys to do all of that as well. So, all right. So that's going to be it for tonight for the shout outs. I know I probably forgot some people, and that's not on purpose. Just an oversight. You can only give so many shout outs, right? Uh, but anyway, again, a lot of good channels out there. Again, I believe we should be supporting each other. And I think that that's really, really important to do. So, all right. Moving on. So what are we at? 891. So we got 109 more thumbs up to get to 1,000 thumbs up. I know we can hit 1,000 thumbs up easy, guys. We still got about 15 minutes left in the stream, and so I know I need to write them all down. You're right. You're right, 80K man. I do. And then if I write them down, I'll just have that list, and I can just kind of go off, and then Oh my God! I know I talked about him early in the stream too. Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, another fantastic channel. A lot of great information. So definitely, let's support him as well. Like I said, there's so many. You got Joe with St. Bernard Acres is another one. So a lot of good people out there, a lot of good information. You know, take it for what it is and kind of go from there. So, all right. With everything that is going on, is a million distractions, pulling your attention this way, pulling your attention that way. A lot of people are very uncomfortable. They're very nervous, which you have a right to be. I never belittle that. I think that that's an important thing. A healthy fear is a good thing. The most important thing is when the time comes, we as preppers, as off-gridders, as people that are prepared, we want to act, not react. The majority of the people in this country, folks, and again, 93% of the people are not prepared for a 2-week disaster. Yes, Deep South Homestead as well. I forgot to mention them earlier, so I apologize. Not prepared for a 2-week disaster. What do you think 93% of the people are going to do when that time comes? They're going to panic. They're going to react to the situation. They are not going to act. That's very, very dangerous. Excuse me. Going to stores and getting out there and trying to get that last minute thing at the last minute is very, very unsafe. I do not want you to be out there in those situations. I want you to be ready ahead of time so that you can sit back and you can ride it out the best that you can. Putting yourself in danger for that last minute thing that you think, God, I have to have this, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you have prepared properly and you have had the time to get ready, you're going to be in a much, much better situation. Again, even if you only have, excuse me, 2 weeks worth of food and water, even if you only have that and nothing else, you have such a huge advantage over most of these folks because most of these folks are not ready at all. And it would be pure panic, chaos, craziness, scared. And I've talked about this before, the most dangerous people in a post event are somebody that is scared and desperate. That's the ones you got to watch out for. You know why? Because they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose. You, me, because we're prepared and we've been ready and we're thinking of taking care of our families, we have a lot to lose. So don't put yourself out there in harm's way. Like I said, my plan, and I've talked about this a million times, SHTF happens, I am hunkering down, trying to ride it out. If somebody comes with bad intentions, we will deal with that accordingly, period. That's going to be it. So, did you see the Golden Corral video fight over the last steak? I did see that. I actually talked about that. I think in my stream earlier today, I think I talked about that. If they will fight over a steak now at a Golden Corral when the world has not gone to complete crap, what do you think people are going to do when there's nothing? They're going to lose their minds. So again, be as ready as you can be as prepared as you can possibly be. When the time comes, then it's time for us to all act. And even if that act is to board up the windows of your house, be ready to deal with, somebody trying to come in and cause you harm. Keeping a low profile as you possibly can, very, very smart to do. The farther out you are from civilization in large population areas, the safer you're going to be. Once again, the biggest thing that I could always say, that I've always said, in an SHTF situation, you know, the farther out you are, your chances of survival are going to be increased. So, and if you can live on your retreat full time, live on your retreat full time, guess what? All of your stuff is in place. You don't have to worry about the logistics of, oh my God, I have all this stuff and I got to pack it up. Then I got to drive there and get to the bug out location. If you are living at your bug out location, or you have a bug out location with stores already in place, then all you got to worry about is getting there. And you know, when you get there, your supplies are there. That's a huge, huge thing. And again, without hope, you have nothing. So most likely, the majority of people at some point in a worst case scenario, a lot of people are going to have to bug out, not because they want to, but they don't not going to have a choice. So where are you going to go? Better have a plan, folks. You really better have a plan, and I think that that's important, and that's why I'm always going to always encourage you to do that. So we got 945 on the thumbs up. We need 55 to hit that 1,000 mark, guys. So we got to get that going here. At this point, so again, let's get that thumbs up rocking to get that up over 1,000. At this point, we are going to do We Are Legion. We Are Legion because we are many. The good Legion, like the American Legion, like a Roman Legion, not the bad biblical Legion. That is one example of a bad Legion. I can't tell you how many times people said, "Well, that's a demon in the Bible." That's one example. We are a good Legion. We're a good Legion. I call it a Legion because we are many. We are all over the world. We're all over the country. We're a huge network of people that are awake. Where's everybody from tonight? We have Raleigh, North Carolina in the house, Christmas Valley, Oregon, Arkansas, let's see, Beech Grove, Indiana, Pueblo, Colorado, the Adirondacks, Waterloo, New York, Mesa, Arizona, Western New York, Connecticut, BC, Canada. We have Iowa, Minnesota's in the house, Raleigh, North Carolina, Utah in the house, Ontario, Canada, let's see, Alabama, uh, Syracuse, New York, Southern Indiana, Wyoming, Montana, Central Texas, Alabama, Southeast Texas, Illinois, Princeton, Indiana, Wisconsin, I missed that one. Phoenix, Arizona. We have Fort Worth, Texas, Endicott, New York, Norway, Ulster Park, New York, Melbourne, Florida, Bellingham, Washington, Mississippi, Chicago, Virginia, South Maryland, Southern Oregon, Arkansas, once again, Michigan, East Tennessee, Fort Smith, Central Florida, Northern California, Mississippi, Gainesville, Florida, Illinois. We have Nowhere, Oklahoma, still my favorite name of all time, Mississippi, Campbell, Missouri, Hinesville, Georgia, Orlando, Florida, Northern Georgia, Southern Texas, Maine, Florida, Mississippi, Essex Junction, Vermont. We have Reno, Nevada. So we have Australia's in the house. Very nice. Stockholm, Sweden is also in the house. Glad to have you here. The Dominican Republic. Very nice. We have California, Alberta, Canada, Southern California, Cape Cod. So Northwest Pennsylvania, Texas Hill Country, Pennsylvania Wilds, the UK once again. Very nice. Glad to have you here. Middle Georgia, Auburn, California, North Carolina, San Bernardino, California. So once again, guys, we are all over the country. We're all over the world. We are a huge, huge network of people. You see what's happening right now in Canada and what they're doing with the trucker convoy and the power that they are yielding right now. They've brought that Canadian government realistically to their knees, and they don't know what to do. They stopped the flow of goods being coming in and out, and they're losing their minds. We're all over the place. We're a huge network of people. The power that we actually wield is huge. When an SHTF situation happens, we are going to be the ones that are going to make a difference. We really, truly are. You know, Oh, you know what? I did not mention earlier the Green Dream Project in Arizona. I wanted to mention them too. Hey, Jeff Emery, thank you for the garden ad. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you. Yep, I'm gonna have to start all over making new raised beds in West Virginia, but that's okay. I got some. Well, I got some ideas of what I want to do down there, but you know, yeah. What are we at? 992 on the thumbs up. We need 8 more for that 1,000, guys. Need 8 more for the 1,000. So, but we're such a huge group of people, and we really are the ones that can make a difference. We're going to be teaching people. We're going to be showing people what is possible when that time comes, and the more skills that you can develop now uh, can make a huge difference in an SHTF event. If you know how to work with leather, uh, think about how huge of a demand that's going to be in a post event. Knowing how to make shoes, moccasins, pants, belts, all that type of stuff. It's going to be, it's going to be, it's a huge skill to have. You know, you're not going to the store to get any more shoes, so you better be able to figure out how you're going to get shoes. You know, so what do we got? 1,029 thumbs up. So we blew past that, guys. I knew we would. You guys are the best. And now we got to shoot for 1,100 before we jump off. Okay, let's go for 1,100 before we jump off here, because we still have time, and we got what 81 to go, 71 to go, 70 now. Yeah, okay. Brain dead for a moment. I apologize. But carpentry, yeah, any kind of carpentry, plumbing, electrical work, knowing how to work things and stuff like that, it's going to be a huge, huge thing in an SHTF event. All those things are going to be, they're going to make it better. So that's hugely, hugely important as well. All right, so my last goal for the night, guys, 1,100. If we hit 1,100, then I'll shut up about the thumbs up. So 60 more thumbs up, and I won't mention it again for the rest of the stream, even though the stream's almost over anyway. Magic Prepper did a video today where he mentioned 100 things we have should have before SHTF. That's cool. No, that's very smart. Very, very smart. You know, there's a lot of things that we should probably be having. Like I said, one of the number one things, if you did nothing else, if you said to me, Ed, what is one thing? I'm brand new, I've never done anything else. What should I do right now? What is the number one thing, guys, that we cannot live without? What is the number one thing we cannot live without? And I'm going to tell you what we need to have. So, what is your guesses? What is the number one thing? I have such smart, smart people in this chat. Water, water. And if you do not have fresh water, purified water, if you catch a bug and you catch it and get dysentery, you are going to be dead before you can even think about it. I don't care how tough you are. I don't care how many skills that you have. If you don't have fresh water, you are dead in 3 days. Well, if you don't have fresh, or if you don't have water, you're dead in 3 days. But if you don't have fresh water, you're going to die with diarrhea, and there's nothing anybody's going to be able to do about it. One thing I would tell people to have more than anything else right now is a way to purify water. If you've done nothing else, get a water purifier of some sort, either a Life Straw, any of those type of things, Big Berkey, any of those things, Katadyn water filter, any of them. There's so many things on the market. When you go to Walmart, they have all those things there. They're cheap, they're easy. It's not going to cost you $1 million. Get those type of things. Okay, get those type of things. So that's what I would suggest. So, all right. So real quickly again, anybody that wasn't in the stream earlier, I do want to mention Friday will be the big giveaway for the 100,000 subscriber giveaway that I'm going to be doing. You have to be in the live stream. I'm going to pick people at random in the live stream. There's not going to be no generator thing and registering ahead of time. You have to be in a live stream. I'm going to pick people out at random. You have to be in the continental United States. I'm just putting that out there and not trying to be mean, but to ship it overseas, anything, it costs a freaking fortune. So it needs to be in the lower 48. Okay. So just putting that out there. Yeah, the Sawyer minis are awesome. The Sawyers are great things to have. as well. So, so just putting that out there ahead of time. So I'm looking forward to the giveaway on Friday. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be going through the entire stream. The giveaway is going to be going through the entire stream. 8 o'clock Friday night, normal stream time. But in order to be part of that giveaway, you have to be there. So it's up to you. If you want to be part of that giveaway, looking forward to doing it. And really is awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it's my way of saying thank you to all of you for being part of this. It really makes a difference to me. It really, really does. And so I appreciate everything. So I wanted to give back a little bit. And so that's what I'm doing. I want to thank my moderators who do a great job keeping the chat clean. You guys are awesome. You're very much appreciated. So thank you all for that. It means a lot to me. It really, really does. They're here all the time, making sure that the porn bots and everything else are gone. And if anybody comes in here trying to cause trouble, they get them out of here right away. And that's the best part. I mean, we want to have a good conversation. We want to enjoy this time together. And so that means a lot to me. So my moderators are awesome. I want to thank all of you guys for being here, because without you, I'm not here. So I appreciate that as well. So we got 20 more thumbs up, guys, to get to 1,100. And then, like I said, I won't ask for another one after we hit that 20 more thumbs up. For the rest of the stream, which is almost over, I won't mention it again. So we need 20 more thumbs up to hit 1,100. So I want to, like I said, all of you, the support means a lot to me, and I do appreciate that. It's been a lot of fun. It's been, like I said, again, just my honor and my pleasure to be here doing these streams, showing you our adventures and our life and what we're doing. So thank you all for that. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. And as soon as we could figure that out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. We have to stop letting them divide us. They do it constantly. It is a game for them. If they can keep us fighting amongst each other over race, religion, political affiliation, the vaxxed or the unvaxxed, they win. They win. When we come together, regardless of what religion we are, regardless of what color we are, regardless of, our political affiliation, regardless if you've had the shot or not had it, doesn't make any difference. None of that makes a difference. When we come together, that's when they're afraid. And I'm talking big business and the government. That's when they get scared. Why do you think Trudeau's in hiding right now? Because people have come together and said, we're not putting up with this crap no more. It's awesome to see. So, he's like a 5-year-old little girl hiding in mommy's basement because, oh my God, they stood up to me. Good for them. Good for them. So, anyway, also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. Life is so short. It is important to tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Also, remember, guys, STD. And now that we are at 100,000 subscribers, I am in the process of setting that up. Yes, we'll go ahead and show Sonia's. I'm in the process of setting that up. When I get that tattoo, I will video it. I may do some of it live. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. Okay, we'll go with the flow on that one. But I'll be getting that tattoo hopefully soon, and that'll be fun too. So that'll be on me permanently. And then I want to see how many of you decide to get your STD tattoos after. No tramp stamps. Sorry, not going to happen. So anyway, guys. Thank you so much for the support. We easily got over 1,100, which is great. So I thank you all for that as well. I will see you all on Friday. Huge giveaway. It's going to be a lot of fun. And they took the GoFundMe down? Of course they did. They're trying to control every aspect of that narrative. They're going to try to make it look like the truckers are the bad guys. That's what they're going to do. They're going to try to make it look like the truckers are the bad guys. They need to be very, very careful. They have public support right now. They don't want to lose that. So we got to watch out for bad actors, plants, people gone in there to try to cause trouble. That's what they need to watch out for right now. So anyway, guys, I will see you all later. Have a great night. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.